last 3 years, it's been my privilege to be the Dean of the University of Massachusetts School of Law, where our mission is to increase access to legal education and increase the quality and quantity of justice in Massachusetts and beyond. This is a great day for the law school and a great day for New Bedford and a great day for the university as we do the official opening and ribbon cutting of Justice Bridge, New Bedford. For this day, we have enormous gratitude to and are thankful for the generous gift of Bristol County Savings Bank. Without whom we wouldn't have an office to stand in or books to look at. This ceremony here is going to be very brief, and after we're done speaking here, we're all going to move outside through this door, cut the ribbon, and walk over to the Star Store where we can really celebrate. At this point, I'd like to introduce the Chancellor of the University of Massachusetts, Davina Grossman.
Wow, the place is packed. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate the expansion of Justice Bridge. So you know that the one in Boston has been a success, and I think that's a year old now, right? So now we have this expansion right here in New Bedford. I want to recognize Bristol County Savings Bank, represented here by Pat Murray, the CEO, and also by Michelle Roberts, Vice President. And they support not just Justice Bridge, but many other initiatives at UMass Dartmouth and many other programs at UMass Dartmouth. I, of course, want to recognize the visionary. Of course, I want to recognize the visionary leadership of our dean, Mary Lou Bilek. I think when she started, she wasn't sure how this was going to go. And I think no one could have predicted, what happened with law schools across the country. But I think that UMass Law has proven how innovative they can be and how they walked into the space of the crisis of unrepresented litigants and people who are underserved, legally underserved, and the distinguishing feature for the law school, which is public service leadership. I think you know that UMass Dartmouth has been, for the last 3 years, in the 12 to 15 finalists of the President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll. And this year, UMass Dartmouth has attained the highest ranking it has had in Washington Monthly for the university's contributions to the public good. And that's defined by 3 criteria. One of them is community service, one of them is affordability and upward social mobility of our students, and third is scholarship. And I must say that the law school has excelled in each one of those areas. I'm so proud that this initiative has come about because it's a mutually beneficial program. It benefits our law graduates because it allows them to practice their skills and be able to gain expertise under the tutelage of seasoned mentors, some of them judges, like I saw Judge McDonald over there, Judge Exifaris, and many other mentors who have been serving in a voluntary capacity. And of course, it is a service to those individuals who could not afford legal representation, and therefore the services that they receive here are either free or of low cost, so pro bono or low bono, which I think is a tremendous service. So I want to thank each and every one of you who have had the vision and also the ability to execute, both from Len Zandro. Where's Len? Whose dedication, commitment, and advocacy has led us to this point. And he was just telling me earlier how he has really been putting in long hours because he believes in this mission. And all of you who have volunteered either as mentors, all of you who have provided support, and certainly all of the faculty here. Can you just raise your hands, the faculty? I saw Professor Farber, all of the faculty who are here who have been mentoring the students and who have been providing them with the skills through their work in the classroom and also outside the classroom. So congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to Dean Bilek and all of the law students and law graduates who are part of Justice Bridge. Thank you.
So now it's my opportunity to introduce you to someone who you know well, the mayor of New Bedford, who from the day I started at UMass Law said, "You're good for us and we're good for you." And I think this is further proof of that. Mayor Mitchell?
Well done. Well done. Thank you, Mary Lou. All right. Thank you, Mary Lou. So, I really appreciated your remarks, Mary Lou, and there was one of your sentences that I wanted to complete a little bit. So, the Murrays have enabled us to have this space and this program, and they've also allowed us today to violate the city's occupancy code for this occasion. So thanks, Pat and Michelle, for making that happen. But this is a great day. We've been talking about this for a while because it really hits the sweet spot of need and opportunity in lots of different ways. And there are lots of folks to thank. I do want to acknowledge the presence of some of the dignitaries in the audience. Steve Howitt, State Representative, is here. I know Chris Markey is here as well. John Quinn, who wears multiple hats all the time, and one of them is his former State Representative, is here as well. Of course, he's got a big role at the law school. UMass Board. Where's Marty? Oh, where's Marty? She vanished. She just, sprinkled a little pixie dust and light. There she is, right there, Marty Safaris. Gina DeRossi, registered probate. There's Gina right there. I don't know if I missed any. I know there are a number of judges. By the way, Lloyd McDonald, gaming commissioner now, right? Always still honorable, always honorable, right, Lloyd? But a mentor for this program as well. Lots of people played a part in this, lots of volunteers. The largesse of Bristol County Savings Bank, a terrific corporate citizen here in our community and across Bristol County, has always stepped up. This was something that Pat and Michelle talked about for a while, really since the concept was first introduced. They got it right away, and they got how they could play a big role, a big force multiplier, as the saying goes, in contributing really indispensable funding for this project, because without it, it wouldn't have happened. So thank you both for stepping up in a really big way. I also want to acknowledge the representatives from the offices of Bill Keating, Congressman Bill Keating, and Trombley is here, and Ashley Bendixson from Tom Quinn's DA's office is here as well. Lots of folks to recognize, but it's, from my standpoint, there are a couple of really key role players. One is Mary Lou Bilek, who has done a fabulous job in promoting the law school's mission of giving back to the community, not just giving back, but serving. As I stand next to the Massachusetts General Law, I am reminded that I am a recovering attorney. I haven't practiced in some time now, and I don't, my bar dues are up to date, but that's about my only participation in the practice. But Mary Lou runs an institution that really gets back to the roots of why so many folks, including myself, went to law school, and that is to develop a set of skills that one can use to make society a better place, to make individuals better in their lives, to pursue happiness in their own way, and to make communities stronger. And this program fits like a glove with that approach. So Mary Lou, great work in what you do. And then none of it would have happened without this woman to my left, who championed this unrelentingly from the start. It would have been easy, as so many things are in the state, just to say, well, let's put it in Boston and call it a day. And she worked very closely with Marty and with others to say, no, it needs to be down here in southeastern Massachusetts, and it needs to be in New Bedford. It does. And so, Davina, we can't thank you enough for your leadership in making that happen and plowing ahead and saying, no, this community deserves it. This part of the state deserves these kinds of services because the need is here, and the need is here. the need is here in a very big way. So when I was engaged in the practice of law, both as a federal prosecutor as well as practicing at one of the Boston firms, I used to break away to come down to serve as the lawyer of the day in probate court. So the program's still going on, Gina, right? I had a woman who came up to me at one point and said, you know, I used to sit at a table in the basement like all the lawyers of the day, and a woman came up to me and said, so you're the lawyer of the day. Is that, I just figured you'd be wearing a crown or something to signify that you're some special person here. And I said, no, it doesn't work that way. But I felt the experience was gratifying for me to give back. You know, first when I was working at a law firm and representing large corporations that are writing big checks to one another to settle disputes or create more disputes. It just was something somewhat unfulfilling in that way. And this was a way of maybe giving back a little bit. And then as a federal prosecutor, where I was putting people in jail, it was nice to actually keep people out of jail for in a number of ways. There is a big need in this community for good legal services, whether it is single mothers who need a fair shot to get ahead, whether it's an elderly person who is stuck in his or her home and can't just needs to have an estate settled, or needs to make sure their Social Security checks are coming. Little things, usually uncomplicated for most lawyers, but these are people that need representation. They need someone to go to bat for them. And far too many times in our community that need goes unfulfilled, and that's the gap that this place fills. And it provides a great breeding ground, as it were, for new attorneys, in the sense that you get to cut your teeth. And I know we have some law students in the audience. This is a great opportunity. Take this opportunity, this professional opportunity, and run with it. This is a way of making things happen. You can make mistakes. It's okay. You'll learn from them, but take full advantage of it, because a lot of other folks won't get these opportunities otherwise. So it's a win-win-win for New Bedford and for the law school and for the university. And I'm just so pleased that everybody has stepped up in different ways to make it happen. A great team effort, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Mitchell. So now I think we let you guys go out first, Pat and Michelle. We're going to cut the ribbon. As soon as they get out, you can go out and then continue on to the Star Story.